I'm gonna need you to get close. Real close. Right up next to it.
Uh-huh. And then the Empyrean entities will manifest?
Yes, they're also known as Ophanim.
Heavenly wheels.
Agent Chen, you surprise me.
Spent some time in church as a kid, Doc. Chen looked out the thick windows. In the distance, he could see the figure kneeling on the ground. He pushed through the doors and made his way towards it. The temperature was 30 under, and the wind was biting.
Sir, we've reached a minimum safe distance.
All right, stay here and watch my 6. If what you guys said is true, I'll be coming back in an awful hurry.
Welcome back. Today I bring you SCP-5998, Man, Ascendant. Shout out to Gemstone Legends. Download from my links in the comments and you can win an iPhone 13 Plus Pro or a Samsung Galaxy 21 Plus. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell.
He proceeded forward, towards it, its humanoid shape becoming clearer. Something started to come over him, an odd feeling. His eyes began to sting as the wind whipped into them, seemingly freezing the tears which had suddenly started to form. What was it he was feeling? Was it piety? God? He had been warned that this could happen. He took a deep breath. Suck it up, Chen. Do your job. He stepped forward again. In the air above the figure, he saw glowing lights starting to form. It was the Ophanim. They were coming. No time to waste. He started to run towards the figure. With each stride, he felt more guilt and sorrow. He pushed forward. In the air, they had materialized. They didn't look happy. Almost there. One of them dove for him. His reactions kicked in as he slid around the statue. What was that? Were those bones coming out of its back? He came to a stop almost underneath the figure's face, having grabbed its hand as he slid past. Something was wrong, though. He looked down and opened his hand. 6 fingers. What was this thing? He cast his eyes upward now, onto the figure's face. It had 3 eyes. 3 cold, dead eyes peering into his very soul. The sorrow and guilt were overwhelming now. In the sky, the Ophanim were descending down to them. Chen quickly scrambled backwards. They grabbed the statue and tried to pull it, but it wouldn't budge. And just like that, they started to dematerialize. Chen breathed a sigh of relief. Something was digging into his back. He turned to see what it was. It was a small pile of stones with only the words, "The chains have broken, and the fires have been doused." Are you seeing this, Doc? Is the feed coming in clear?
Yep, let's proceed.
All right. Case file says male, approximately 40 years old. Found buried under the snow in 1989, not far from the figure. Short distance away, also buried, 1 Piasecki H-21 Shawnee helicopter.
Okay. Body looks consistent with a crash and fire.
Confirm.
What else?
ID card in left front pocket. Member of La Spada di Cristo?
The Sword of Christ.
Didn't know you spoke Italian, Doc.
Just a little, but I know my groups of interest. This is GOI 182. They're closely tied to the Vatican. That's enough for now. Hang tight and let me see what I can dig up.
Doc, be quick about it. This temperature is making my hair go flat.
1961, you say? Yes, it was a good year. Chateau Latour was especially delicious if I do recall. There was a late frost. The entire region suffered. The surviving vines put all their energy into what grapes lived, leading to a concentrated and strong Bordeaux. But that wasn't your question. It was an Iscariot event.
Yes, I recall it as well. I felt the akiva radiation. It felt like...
Like what?
well, like an angel had fallen.
The professor had pulled some strings and arranged the meeting for Kloss. Despite being a man of science, he was nervous. Why had no information been forthcoming when the statue had been discovered all those years ago? And would he find the information and answers the Foundation hadn't been able to then?
Welcome, Dr. Kloss. Please, have a seat. The Cardinal will be with you shortly.
Thank you. I appreciate you organizing this meeting on such short notice.
Of course. Lucius has been an ally of the Church for many generations. Though we are never sure where his beliefs lie, he has, nonetheless, helped us many times.
The Cardinal walked into the room, a tall and stern man.
I have a little time. We have told you all we know before.
I apologize for the disruption, Your Eminence, but something isn't clear to us. Angels have fallen before, but the radiation levels were never this high. In fact, the akiva radiation levels from the North Pole are still elevated.
Do you question me? Do you question the Church?
It's not that, Your Eminence. Perhaps if I could see your files on the incident—
Impossible! The arrogance to question the Vatican. Leave now, before I report your insubordination to the 05.
The other priest nodded towards him and raised his hand ever so slightly. Kloss took the hint. This Cardinal wasn't his ally.
Thank you for your time, Your Eminence.
The Cardinal is a man of strong faith and little patience. I have heard stories, but it is a closely kept secret. Return now to your foundation. Let me see what the archives hold. God is in the details, and God is truth.
Kloss heard his phone go off. It was the father he had met earlier that day.
I've gone through the archives, Dr. Kloss.
But little information remains. Most has either been redacted or hidden, but I did find something.
I will send it through to you now. Make of it what you will.
It belonged to the man you found with the helicopter.
Godspeed, Doctor.
The message came through moments later. It appeared to be a letter, almost like a suicide letter. The man took responsibility for the death of the figure in the snow. He spoke of putting a knife in its back and of the regret he now felt. It didn't add up. If it was an angel, why the cover-up and the enormously elevated radiation levels? He picked up his phone and called Chen.
Chen, I need you to go to the statue again.
Do you have any idea?
What the temperature is right now? -33 Celsius.
It's important. See if you can find any distinguishing features, symbols, scars, etc.
You mean besides the 6 fingers, 3 eyes, and bones coming out its back?
Just have a look.
I think it's an angel.
Here we go again. This time, it's gonna be quick. Eyes on me. The agents nodded as Chen took off at a sprint. As soon as he got close, the Ophanum started to materialize. He felt the guilt and piety swelling in him again. He knelt down, face to face with the statue, and looked for anything out of the ordinary. He searched his face, but nothing was apparent. Time was running short. The Ophanum were almost on him. He heard Kloss in his ear.
Get out, you're out of time.
10 seconds.
Get out now or those angels are gonna have your head.
5 seconds. But it was too late. They were on him now. Chen shut his eyes. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It had gone silent. Chen opened his eyes to see the Ophanum had stopped.
What happened?
They stopped. I read out the Lord's Prayer and... It suddenly dawned on Kloss.
Oh my God.
Sure looks like it. Provisional Outpost 5998 has been constructed around SCP-5998 and should be staffed only by those with strong atheistic beliefs who have not previously expressed religious faith. Any changes observed in SCP-5998's condition should be reported to the Department of Tactical Theology immediately. SCP-5998 is a desiccated corpse frozen in a kneeling position south of the North Pole. The corpse, which was covered by a thick blanket upon discovery, resembles a human with several physical abnormalities. 6 fingers on each hand, 3 eyes, bone protrusions emerging from its back. SCP-5998 has not decayed since discovery. Disturbance of the corpse results in the formation of Type 1 Empyrean entities. While instances appear to last only minutes before dissipating, they are hostile to any personnel within sight. Instances will attempt to move SCP-5998 away, but are unable to do so before their cessation. Religious personnel attempting to approach the area are subject to nausea, vomiting, and intense feelings of guilt, sorrow, or anger. Religious personnel transported forcefully to SCP-5998's near proximity will experience seizures and remain incoherent until removed. Those who are currently non-religious but have been so in the past will typically experience a religious reawakening, professing a return to faith. SCP-5998-1 is a grave marker comprised of piled stones stacked on top of one another, directly in front of the corpse. The gravestone is devoid of any names and dates, bearing instead the following line in English: "The chains have broken, and the fires have been doused." In 1989, the corpse of a Caucasian male in his early 40s was found buried in a snowbank approximately 50 meters from SCP-5998. Identification in his pocket confirmed him as a member of GOI 182, La Spada di Cristo, a Vatican-affiliated group of interest.
Whether you believe in God, gods, atheism, or something else, always keep an open mind and respect all people. You are a human being after all, so act like one.
As always, have a care and remember to subscribe, like, and share, if you would. Until next time, farewell.